Hello các em, chị Dorothy here, returning to you to teach you, or rather, review for you in Nghiêm Tập this week. So let's get started. For this week, we are going to review on the stanzas and formation of the VEYM, or in Vietnamese, các thế căn bản và các đội hình trong phong trào thiếu nhi thân thể. In phong trào, there are two stanzas, nghỉ, which is in translation, attention, Nghiêm, at ease. In the stand of nghỉ, the feet should be shoulder width apart. The hand will be behind the back with the left palm holding the right wrist and placed along the belt line or the waist, as you can see from the picture. Nghiêm stands with feet together and with the heels of your feet touching together. The front of the heels should be apart at a 45-degree angle. The hands should be straight down by the side of your body, again as shown as the picture. This stand is the general use. Now, for đội trưởng đội phó, or any đội viên that is willing to step up to be đội trưởng đội phó for the day, there's a difference because you now have the team flag. With your team flag, you are to place it at the right of your big toe. In nghỉ, you extend it to 45 degree and your left hand is right behind you, just as the usual stand of nghỉ if you do not have the flag. In nghiêm, you will bring the flag closer to you and your left hand straight down. Easy, right? Two stanzas, nghỉ and nghiêm. Now let's move on to our next section, which is formation. There are 5 formations in phong trào. They are hàng dọc, which is vertical line, hàng ngang, which is horizontal line, hình tròn is circle, hình bán nguyệt or nửa vòng tròn is semicircle, and the last one, hình chữ U formation. In the hàng dọc or vertical line, as you can see in this picture, you see your huynh trưởng right here, placing her hand in front of her in 2 ways. The first one tells us that it's going to be one line. The other picture means many line. With this line, we are used to call all groups together. Groups do not need to run behind the trưởng trực, or the huynh trưởng. The group leader needs to stand between 3 to 4 steps away from lining up in the formation. And only the group leader salutes the huynh trưởng or trưởng trực. Now, before you get into the vertical line, you have to make sure that all of your đội viên is present in your group before getting into line. Here is an example. Now bear with me, it is an old picture. I couldn't find a recent picture, but you get the idea. This is an example of the many vertical line. You have your huynh trưởng and you have your đoàn xin. They are apart from each other with 3 to 5 steps away. And remember, this line is to gather all the groups together. Next is the horizontal line, or the hàng ngang. Here we have a huynh trưởng who's doing the same thing as the vertical line. However, it's going to be different with the horizontal line when her hand is stretched away from her and not in front of her. 2 ways, again with the single, which is the first picture, and the second one is the many line. So you have to be careful and see what kind of line she is asking for in the horizontal line. And it is used as a way to present the group to a youth leader. The group needs to run around the person calling them one time. That person is calling is for trưởng trực, okay? And then line up with all the members horizontal to the person calling them. Again, your trưởng trực. In this formation, all team members must salute the trưởng trực. An example for a horizontal line is here in this picture. You see a team lining up in a horizontal way. Now with this kind of situation, they are receiving an award as a team, but we'll talk about that next time in our lesson. But for now, this is how you will see in lining up in a horizontal way. The next formation will be 2 in 1, circles and semicircle. The only difference is that here you see in the picture, in a circle, you have your huynh trưởng having a full circle above her head, whereas a semicircle is using one hand above her head. After circle or hình tròn, it is used to play games and icebreakers. When the teams are called, all teams run around the person calling them until a circle is formed. As teams are running, the leading team starts a song that all groups will sing along with. The groups do not stop until the trưởng trực blows a whistle to stop them. Once stopped, the team leader of the leading group announced so that all members salute the jungje. Semicircle, or the Novamjan, is used to teach lesson in an outdoor setting. This is because the teacher can see all students at a quick glance. To get an information, the team needs to run around the jungje, and the leading group stop at their right shoulder level. The team do not need to organize their team. Once the formation is set, all team members need to salute the jungje. But what if there's a lot of donsin? No worry, your Huinzhen will actually let you know how many circle or semicircle. You just have to look and pay attention to how many fingers he or she is holding up. Here in this picture, you will see that the Huinzhen is holding up her right hand with the number, either as a semicircle away from the semicircle hand, and actually attaching to the wrist with her left hand and the number of how many circles. We will practice with this formation when we meet up again, but for now we're going to use this as an example. In this picture right here with my ugly handwriting, you will see that this is a single circle formation. With the next one, you have the many circle formation, then we have the single semicircle, and then the mini semicircle. Again, sorry for my drawing, but hey, you get the idea, right? The last formation that we're going to talk about is the U formation. Now here you have your Huinzhen with her left hand up in a football stand, I guess you could say. If you do not understand the football stand, then your Huinzhen will actually blow the Morse code of the letter U to help you know that we are in the U formation. Hint, hint, the U in Morse code is tit tit da. Okay, got it? Awesome. Right. For the use of the U formation, it is for a formal opening or closing ceremony. When called, the group must run around the jungje and stop at their shoulder level. The first group will line up and organize their group. The group leader of the next group will line up along with the first group and then turn to organize their group. This continues until the last group is in place. Now, since we have a lot of groups, we are going to divide it as such, as you can see in the picture that I've ugly drawn. Thank you very much. As you're forming the U formation, the middle of the U formation, have to make sure that they are in the middle of the Huinzhen. As you can see in this picture, there are 6 Ngantiu, okay? And then since there are 6, we have to divide by 2, so the Huinzhen must be in between the third and the fourth person in line. If not, it's okay. The first person of the first line will help correct the U formation to make sure that the Huinzhen is in the middle. So we're gonna practice that when we get to see each other again. With that being said, let's go ahead and wrap up our lesson for today. We have 2 stanzas, Nhi and Nghiêm, and 5 formation of our phone gel, which is Hang Yop, Hang Ngan, Hin John, Hin Ban Wit, or New Vom John, and Hin Chu U. In English, it's going to be vertical line, horizontal line, circle, semicircle, and U formation. Each have their own purposes, and hopefully when we get to see each other again, we get to practice these kind of formation. So until the next time we see each other or hear from each other, this is G. Dorothy signing off with your TNTT salute. Bye!